Alright, hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to use the hard limiter. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so basically you want to use the hard limiter because if your audio is picking to 0 and you don't want to do that, right? Because 0 means no information, right? And you want to limit all of the audio to around -3. This is the perfect tool for you, or this effect will really help you a lot. Alright, so we are inside of Adobe Premiere Pro right now, and I have here an audio here. Alright, so here, as you can see, if you'll play it, alright, I'm not gonna put the sounds here anymore, alright, I'm gonna audio. Alright, and once you play it, as you can see, and I'll try to make it a little bit larger so they can see here, alright. Alright, so you can see it's just right here around this, okay? So if I'll boost it, alright, let's say, okay, press the letter G and then I boost it to 50, okay? Plus 50, as you can see, it's everything's just ruined and everything is peaking. All right, so as you can see, just red here, 0, and there's basically no sounds at all. It's like you cannot hear anything, just mumble, and there's no details of the sound. All right, and that's a red flag, and that's a no-no for your audio. Don't reach this 0, means there's nothing you can hear, and that's not healthy with the audio. Your audience will get annoyed if your audio is just picking 0 because it's just very distracting. There's no details. All right, so that's the rule of thumb. Don't go with the 0. All right, don't reach the number 0 or the red flag. All right, now, okay, not all the way 50. Let's try to go with only about 30 dB. All right, so that you can see some details right there. All right, but still peaking, right? So all we have to do is there's 2 ways that we can add this hard limiter for this audio. So all of these, peaking, all right, will be limited. All right, so that's how you do it. Now to do that, all you have to do is to click on effects here. All right, look for the effects tab and then look for and search for hard limiter. All right, so you can either type hard or limit, it's up to you. All right, so under audio effects here, there's a hard limiter in here. We can just drag and drop it to our audio here and release it. Now go click on this audio, look for effects control, scroll down, and you will see this hard limiter. All right, so if you want to do this, you just click on edit here. All right, and then you will see this information, this dialog box, the clip effects editor. All right, so the maximum amplitude, all right, is 0. All right, so right now if you play this, it's all peaking. All right, it's all peaking into 0. All right, now I'm gonna reduce this maximum amplitude. All right, let's try to reduce it to around 40. All right, -39, but not put in a 30. That's okay. So click on that. All right, let's close that and I'll try to see. As you can notice here, all right, okay, I'll put it back. All right, as you notice, it's not peaking anymore. All right, it's around -40, or it's around -40 right here. Even though, as you can see, the audio gain here is 30 plus. All right, so basically whatever audio gain or level that you have in your audio, all right, but you put the hard limiter on it, you don't need to worry that your audio will exceed that 0 or whatever you set here. All right, so let's say I'm gonna set here around -3. All right, no above -3. So hit OK on that. All right, so -3 on here. All right, so let's close it and let's try to see and play this audio. As you can see, just right there and -3. All right, it's not going to 0 anymore, and that's And that's a huge pain if you have, if you're creating a long project with your timeline and then there's a lot of, peaking 0, 0, 0, all right? That's a no-no, all right? So the best way and the easiest and the fastest way to do that is to add these effect hard limiter on those audio. Let's say, for example, if you go here, right, you want to put your audio hard limiter on this too, right? And if you have a lot of timeline, you want to put it, manually, drag and drop. It's time consuming too. Now, there's a workaround for that to make it even faster, all right? So to do that, all we have to do is to go to Audio Workspace. I'm going to show you how to do it, all right? So let's go to Audio Workspace at the top here. All right. Now we're in the audio workspace. Click on audio clip mixer. Click on audio track mixer. All right. All right. I'm just going to put it here. All right. So right now we are on the audio one here. All right. Let's try 2. All right, now we have this audio track mixer. All right, so where's the audio? All right, so make sure that you will pay attention where's the audio located. So let's say my audio is right here on A1. Okay, A1 audio. All right, I'm gonna squeeze this A1 audio. So all of our audio in the A1, it doesn't matter how long the footage, as long as it is located on the A1 layer. All right, everything will be affected in our audio 1 here. Okay, so even though there's a lot of cuts in here, right? So there's a lot of cuts. All right, as long as it's located in the A1, everything will be affected by this audio track mixer. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to add the hard limiter on this audio 1. So all of the audio 1 will have this add hard limiter, so it will not go right to 0. All right, so to do that, there is a little triangle here, as you can see, show, hide, effects, and sense. All right, this is the secret here. So click on this little triangle, and then you will see this gray rectangle. All right, so all we have to do is we can send an effects here, effects name. There's a slot 1, slot 2 for the effects, slot 3, so you can add a lot of effects on this all of these audio 1. All right, and then we have these send assignments, and we have these we have the dial here later on. All right, so what we need to do is we need to go to this box here. We need to go to triangle. All right, so that we can select an effect. All right, and then we go to amplitude and compression. All right, and under that there is a hard limiter, as you can see. All right, so we can apply all the hard limiter on the whole audio 1 here. All right, on the whole audio 1, even though it's very long, you can add this effect. All right, well, is that amazing, right? All right, you don't need to add it one by one. All right, so all the audio will be affected. All right, so let's go and try to click on this amplitude and compression, and click on hard limiter. All right, so once you click on the hard limiter, as you notice, these will pop up. All right, the effects here and this dial. So if you click on that, meaning, all right, there's a cross, meaning the effects is not enabled, right? But if you click on that, the effects is enabled. And as you can notice here, all right, there's a dial that you can control. You can drag it to the left, you can drag it to the right. It depends on you what hard limiter information or settings you'd like. All right, so it's right now in this negative 0.1. All right, so I'm gonna drag this dial. All right, as you can see, I'm dragging it to the left, and then I'm dragging it to the right. All right, so it's really up to you. So if you want a hard limiter, let's say you don't want to you don't want to reach 0, and you just want to reach -3. All right, that's the perfect, that's for me to see, perfect range over there. So let's try to put it to -3, or maybe 2. All right, maybe 2. Okay, 2.8. Okay, I'm good with that. So it's actually on the -28. All right, but let's try to down it to let's try -2 right there. So -2.10. So I set up settings, a hard limiter with -2.1. So it will not gonna peak above that. All right, so our audio will not go above -1 or 0, because we set the hard limiter just to be on -2. All right, it will no longer go above -2. All right, and then after that, so now once we play this, all right, let's try to play it. All right, as you probably can notice, because it's very small. All right, let's try to make it large here. All right, try to make it large, and let's put so that we can see the numbers right here. All right, and then let's try to play it. All right, as you can see, -5. It's only peaking around -2. All right, see, that's around -D only because of the settings. If you try to change this, let's try to change it to -27. As you notice, -27 here, and okay, let's put it back. All right, as you notice, it's not picking -27. All right, it's no longer going above that. Right, so that's your hard limiter. Let's try to change it to -40. All right, there, -9. All right, right there. All right, so that's the use and the power of this hard limiter effect. All right, that you have two options to do that. You can search for effects, or you can do to audio workspace and look for these effects right here to show and hide its effects, and then just click on this hard limiter, and then click on amplitude, click on hard limiter, and then this will show up, and then you can change the settings here. Alright, so basically that's it. That's your audio track mixer, and that's your hard limiter effect in Premiere Pro. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.